Joey. 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 Is that why the little baby is so upset? Is that why you so mad at Drizzy Drake? This is what we learning now? Is we finally understanding why you can't keep that boy's name out of your mouth? And you feel so entitled when he does certain things. And maybe you judge him a little bit harshly. Is that why? And at least he owns up to the fact that he is depicted as a hater. You do look like a hater when you do some of this shit. I ain't gonna lie, Joe Budden. You do. But at least you're comfortable with it. And I do appreciate it. So again, now we just got to be comfortable with him being a narcissist, and everything will be fine in the world. But what's happening? It's Big K.A. We back in the Stein K. Too good. He sleep with cut up a turn. Nigga want a ton. So Joe Budden reveals why planned collabs with Drake never happened, and we here to talk about it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Drake did look up to Joe Budden, or does at the time. He did look up to him. He appreciated him. Maybe similar rap styles. He fucked with him. You know what I'm saying? And they hung out, or they had like whatever relationship they've had. And I feel like it started off as friendship, or maybe like big brother, little brother. Like you idolized him to the point it turned into disdain at Drake just being Drake, getting all the hits, being the hook person and doing his thing, to the point now that they have some type of animosity towards each other. Maybe it is because Drake is more successful in the music business than he was. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's part of it. Maybe there's some stuff we don't know behind the scenes. Maybe there's some animosity, some hatred, some words exchanged that we do not know about. But basically, we are here to talk. So, a bizarre pairing to consider. Joe Budden and Drake have one of the strangest dynamics in hip-hop. Drake grew up idolizing Budden, and the latter laid the groundwork for Drake's emotional style. Budden has stepped back from the game and became a podcaster who is regularly cited as one of the Six God's biggest critics. By the way, we gotta stop calling that nigga the Six God. I'm sorry. We gotta stop calling that nigga that. But anyways. The pairing have reportedly dissed each other over the years through social media and song. And yet they nearly collabed twice. Joe Budden dropped this shocking information during a recent episode of his show. Budden was discussing the J. Cole podcast, Inevitable, and the revelation that Drake was asked to give Cole a hit for his debut album. This sparked a discussion about the impact of a Drake feature, and then Budden told his co-host that he almost recorded with the Six God on 2 separate occasions. The first time was in 2006 when Drizzy was still putting out mixtapes. Things failed to come together, and then suddenly Drake was the biggest star in hip-hop. Joe Budden claimed that he linked up with Drake one more time and discussed teaming up for a song. Budden alleged that Drake wanted to give him a song with an R&B hook, but the former rejected it. He told his podcast host that he did not want the kind of song. That's not the type of record I wanted to make with him, Budden explained. I wanted him to tap into his rap bag. I wasn't chasing hits at that point. The former rapper claimed that Drake was actually the one who instigated plans for the collab and promised to get a verse to Budden. All that phony nigga shit, Budden claimed. It never came. Joe Budden joked that Drizzy did the same thing he did to him, but to J. Cole. One of Budden's co-hosts questioned whether Drake believes the podcaster is more critical of him because he didn't get the feature he was promised. Budden admitted that it was a possibility. Okay, at least he admitted, yeah. Joe, you critical of that nigga a little bit. Not to say you can't critique him because you are a podcaster and you talk about this hip-hop sphere, R&B sphere, which is perfectly fine to be critical of people you've listened to for a while. You do have certain ties to the music industry, which sometimes when you do speak on certain shit, makes you look bitter. That's why there was a point when he did say, I love Ak because Ak can say things that I can't because he did not participate in the music industry as a musician and I did, so I can't talk about certain things that he can talk about. But yeah, when you do critique people like you do critique Drake, and I'm not saying Drake is above critique, never, but sometimes, bro, maybe because you're very jovial or you're doing it for the audience, you're very performative, it does look away. It looks like you're fucking bitter. It does. I'm sorry. You look like a bitter old man. You look like the Simpsons' grandfather, angry old man screaming at clouds. You fucking do at times. I'm sorry, you do. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of it. The kids fucking throwing rocks at your door or whatever was part of you chasing the kids in traffic or whatever. Like, bro, which I never seen that nigga run so fast in his life. That was crazy. Yo, that was great. Yo, the fact that happened at I never Joe Budden. Bro, that was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Drake. You was shit for following those kids though. After they did that to that nigga though, you was kind of trash for that. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways, a lot of shit has been happening between these guys, but yeah. As much as I'm not gonna say that Drake is absolved of any wrongdoings that is in his and Budden's relationship, bro. Like, you going on your podcast and doing what you do, bro. You sound like a fucking hater. I'm sorry, you do at times. You do. But he ultimately felt like the failed song attempt were water under the bridge. He did admit, looking back, that it was foolish of him to turn down a Drake hook at the time when everything that Drake touched turned into a radio hit. Another layer of the Drake and a Budden dynamic peeled back. Yeah, man. So, hey, I don't know how that would have sounded. I might have been heat though, nigga. Lil Drake and Joe Budden collab. That might have been a little bit heat. I ain't gonna lie. Especially when that nigga was in his mood music bag. We might have got some shit. But anyways, man. What do y'all feel about this? What y'all thinking? Comment down below. Links in the description. Besides that, it's your friendly neighborhood K.A. signing off for today. The Black TJ there while I'm doing this thing. My name is like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You trying to hit a little bit more to hear me and I'm gone. Shalom, Zoom, peace, y'all. That was good. Aye.